my name is Harry Jacobs and I am the North of 60 Gamer, and welcome! You can see the background has changed. This is actually not a background, but it is actually a store. Not open yet, but it is here and we are in the space. That is amazing. It has been a 3-year journey to be 2 weeks away from opening our stores. July 1st is the knock on wood date that we're going to be trying for. And I hope that if you're in Yellowknife, you are going to be here helping us celebrate. We're going to be selling Magic and Pokemon, Digimon, some board games, accessories. We're going to be doing some D&D. We're going to take some consignment sales. You'll be able to buy food, snacks, candy, drinks, liquor eventually. We're not quite licensed yet, but we will be licensed. This is an amazing opportunity to do something absolutely new in Yellowknife. I am so excited to be here, and I'm looking to work on getting my professorship for Pokemon, and perhaps Ed has asked me if I'd be interested in taking on the challenge of becoming a judge for Wizards of the Coast and Magic, so I could run tournaments up here. We'll see. Let's get the Pokemon first because that's the easier one. There's a lot to do and I'm excited to be here. Today is going to be my first video. We are going to talk mainly about roll and write games. So I've got 3 picked out on the table and then we're going to talk about each. I have 3 picked out on the table. We're going to talk about each one. They are new in Shrink. We're going to choose one and we're going to start playing it. I'm going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to try to shorten my video, so I'm really not going to, I'll do a quick unboxing, a quick organization. We're going to try to keep that down for under 5 minutes and then get right into the game. The one I'm very, very interested in is, well, you're going to have to wait and see. So let's get to it. Let's get down to the table. So we are down at the table here and we have 3 roll and write games. And let's talk a minute about roll and write games and what they are very, very quickly. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is you may be new to the genre of games and roll and write or just games. And what a roll and write is a luck-based game where you're going to roll a bunch of dice. You're going to get some results. Depending on the rules, you're going to take these results and apply them in some way by ticking off things on a board or mapping something on a board or on a sheet of paper. And generally at the end of the game, after a number of rounds or after a goal has been completed, you're going to take your score and the best person who wins, or the person with the most points is going to win. And you can see they come in all kinds of different styles. First of all, we have Dice Hospital. Based on the bigger game, there is a Dice Hospital, which is not a roll and write. It's a huge game, plenty of expansions. I don't have it, just the cost to get into it at this point is a little harder. But this game, roll and writes in general, tend to be cheaper. Here we have Dice Kingdom of Valeria. Valeria by Daily Magic Games is a powerhouse of games based on this Valeria world, which is where you amass resources and apply these resources into different things in order to gain victory points. And again, it is a Dice Kingdom roll and write. This is the one that I am so interested in. Dragon Quest. For those who know Dragon Quest and the original Dragon Quest, which I do have a copy of, and maybe one of these days we'll get it out to the table just to show what it is the game that you can die on the first turn. Hopefully that's not the case in Dragon Quest by Queen's Game. It is a solo 1 to 4 players, 12 and up, and 30 to 40 minutes. This is what we're going to be trying to play today. Right here, we're going to be trying to play Dragon Quest. So we're going to put these 2 aside. We are going to do them, but today we want to concentrate on Dragon Quest. So we're going to get right to the table and do a roll and write game. These should be a little bit less complicated. There are more complicated roll and writes, such as Twilight Inscription, which is basically 4 spreadsheets and a lot of dice and a lot of rolling, and that game lasts from 90 minutes to 2 hours. Sweet spot for me, 30 minutes. Dragon Quest, let's go for it. So the first thing I'd really like to talk about in my news space as I unbox this is I have so much more room to do videotapes so I can play bigger games. So basically what we're going to be taking is unboxing this and taking a look at what probably a typical roll and write has. Some of the commonalities are, of course, sheets of the dungeon in this case and dice, but I don't know, this dice, I have a feeling this has a little bit more to it because it is a bigger game. Again, I was pretty excited to see this. So you can see we do have a few tokens, and we'll have to figure out those rules. We have sheets, and we have, looks like some rules both, we have German. We have German rules. We have a description of the objects used in Dragon Quest. So we have a reference sheet to tell us what all those things are. And of course, dice. Look at the size of these dice. And then of course the English version of the rules. And I like the fonts and lots of different colors. So let's get down to it. Let's get it organized really, really quick and get playing. One of the things I do have on this table is the fact that because it's bigger, I have to lean over just a little bit further. That's why you're seeing me lean like that. So when you see me lean, I'm over the table. So we're going to get down. We're going to get it quickly organized, start playing. So in the rules, just over here is the turn order. Now this would have been a very nice thing to be at the back of the book or in a separate card as opposed to here in the rules. But over rules, first you're going to cross off the sun track. The sun track is basically what you're going to do in is your turn. So every beginning of every turn, we are going to move on the sun track. Then we're going to use a wall die. What we do is we take our 3 tiles, mix them up. And so what I'm going to do to really randomize it, not only mix them up, I'm going to roll this dice, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to take this dice, or this wall. If I match the number, I'm safe. If I don't match the number, I'm going to block the wall. So I'm going to say it's a 3. So 3, we're okay. We've matched. There we go. So we're going to put that back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to roll our movement dice. And what we don't want is skulls. So we have 2 skulls, a find, and and 2 blanks. Now I can re-roll. We have to save skulls. So that's 2 off the bat. If I roll another one, it's game over. Well, not game over, but I'm going to lose life points, and it's not pretty, but I'm only going to move 1 here. So this game is all about push your luck. So we're going to keep these 2 and roll. Okay, we have 2 and a blank, and I think let's stop there. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to go 1, 2, and stop there. We are now back at the beginning of the turn. That's how quick the turn is. We're going to cross that off. Roll the dice. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping that it is a 1. Yoo-hoo! Now, I'm not setting this up, guys. You're seeing this as I'm playing it. Okay, we're going to roll our dice again. Oh, we get 1 fine point, by the way. Right, from the last turn. There we are. I did a little practice run. So as we accumulate 5 points, when we get to 4, we can start to think about buying things. Tick the wall. We didn't get a wall. We're going to roll our dice. We have 1 skull we have to keep. We have 2 skulls. We have 2 corridors. We have 1 skull on it. We've really got to make it here. So, you know, if I don't push my luck, let's push our luck. It's early in the game. Let's push our luck. Oh, okay, great. We have an eye. I have to keep it. So what's going to happen is I'm going to do another fine point. I'm going to move 2 more spaces, 1, 2. And we come back to the beginning of the turn again. Whew, there's not a lot of turn. We're going to put these out again. We're going to mix them up. Again, we'll use our dice to simulate more or less another player. 4, I'm going to take a 2. It's a 3. They don't match. So what I'm going to do is take the green dice and I'm going to mark them as, again, 2 and 2. So red is going to be this way along, and 1, 2, or 3 is going to be, 1 is going to be 1 space, 2, 3 is going to be 2 spaces negative, and it's going to be the same the other way. The green's going to always go first, and it's going to be 1, 2, or 3. It's either going to be 1 space, 2 spaces, or 3 spaces. There is some rules around that, but let's do that. So we go 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and -1 is going to build a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. Why you would build a wall there, I don't know, but let's let the dice do that. We are going to roll our dice again. Oh, 2 finds, but I can re-roll everything but 1 dice. I'm going to keep that. We're going to re-roll these dice again. Maximum twice. I'm going to keep that. Re-roll this. Re-roll this. Re-roll that. I am going. Oh, we forgot to tick off. 1, 2. Yep, we did tick off because it is the 3rd turn. Yes. So we are going to, now the rules state a maximum of 2 skulls, so I don't know whether you get these if there's no skulls. That's a bit interpretive on my part. It says basically if you have 1 or 2 skulls, you can keep your find. So I'm going to say that if we roll nothing, we don't find anything. And we just move along 3. 1, 2, and 3. We are back to the beginning of the turn. We will mark this off. We will take our, whoops, I'm only going to roll 1. Sorry, we're going to take our dice. It's a 6. It's the last one. I'm going to say it's a 1. It's a 2. Okay, so now we're going to roll our dice again. 3. I am going to roll a 3. Actually, I meant to. It shouldn't have been 5. It should have been, if I had rolled a 5, that means it's a 3. So it should be here, really. So 3 is going to be 2, and a 1 will be 1. So the wall is going to go 1, 2 spaces this way and negative this way. Okay, that is, and then we can roll our dice again. Woohoo! Oh, we just did roll. Oh, we did roll. Okay, now we're going to roll our dice again. Confusing to get this order in. Okay, we rolled the dice. We have a skull. We have to keep our skull. Let's keep our corridor. We have 2 skulls, 2 corridors. I really would like to push my luck again. Oh, good. Phew. So another 3. 1, 2, 3. This is where we're at right now. We're still on the good books. So we're back to the beginning. You can see how time moves very, very quickly in this game. We will put our wall tiles out. We'll mix them up. So we're going to mix up our tiles. We're going to roll. It's a 1. I'm going to say this is a 3, 2. Blew it. So we're going to roll our dice. So a 1 and a 1. So basically it's still positive and it's still a negative. So 1 and 1 is over here. So we've got blocks over here. Okay, 2 skulls. That's it. We've done that turn. You can see how quickly we do it. Now we're going to mark off another turn. We're going to roll our dice. We have to keep. We got our 2 skulls. Oh my God. Whew. We could keep these. Oh, this hurts. This really hurts. Again, it's a push your luck game. If we're not in here by here, we're going to be really hurting. Oh, 2 blanks. So I have to keep one. Okay, we'll roll another finders. So we have 2 skulls, 2 finders. So we're into the 4th area. So as long as we don't go above this, we're not going to see a spider. But the problem is we're only moving one space. We're back to striking another turn. We're going to do our blocking. We're going to roll. It's a 2. That'll be this one. Let's go with a 1. It's a 2. Let's roll our dice. So we have a green, which will be a 3, and a -2, or -1 again. So it'll be a 3, 1, 2, 3, and a 1 right there. I'll have to think about this. This is the solo variant that I come with because they said be honest. Well, if I was going to be honest, I'd put it there. And maybe that's what I should do. If it's a 1, 2, or 3, I should put it right in front. Okay, let's change that rule because it's not really working and blocking things. So let's do that where it goes 1, 2, 3, and if it's a 1, 2, or 3, it's going to be straight in front. Other than that, it'll be a 1 or 2 this way. Let's just go with that to be pretty honest with ourselves. Come around, next turn, we haven't found anything. We can push our luck maybe one more turn. 2 skulls right off the bat. We've got that. Ooh. Again, though, we have a find. I don't know if I want to roll this last dice. Yeah, let's roll the dice. Oh, Carter. Good. We get one more find, and I think at some point, I think we're going to look at what is on the 5s, which are over here. Let's see what we got here. We can have a health potion, a golden belt, locked door, orb of light. You may use not only this. So you may, in one of your game turns, not only move straight but diagonally in any combination for such steps for one turn only. Choose carefully. This is as may save vital steps inside the castle once you have discarded you. Ooh, that might be a good one to buy. So I think we're going to probably push our luck. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move 2, 1, 2, and we're going to cross this off. And I think exactly which one we're going to buy is the Orb of Light, which is going to allow us to move diagonally, which may be very helpful. So I pretty much say that in the next couple turns, if we don't make it, we're going to be not there. We are pushing our luck. I'll give these a turn, roll the dice. It is a 6. That is the last one. Let's go with 3. It's a 1. Boo. So we're going to roll our dice. So we're going to go 3 up. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to be straight in front of them. That makes more sense at this point. Okay, so far I'm a little more happy of this than that. Okay, we're going to roll our dice. Nice, look at that. Okay, we've kept 3 and 2 finds. So we're going to take them off. I think what we're going to do is move 3, eh? 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I think 2 more turns will be in the yellow. Okay, we are back to the top. We are past the halfway point. Now we really have to get here, which will probably be 2 more turns. Let's do our random here. And we're going to roll one of these dice. That one, I'm going to say it's a 1. Yay! We don't have to worry. That's good. We have a pretty much straight on to the treasure room. We have 1 skull, 1 card. Well, we certainly want to roll the dice. 3 blanks. I get 1 more turn. Another skull, another blank, nothing. I can move 2. 1, 2. I'm going to strike off another one for a turn. Hopefully we can get past this really quickly. We're hoping to get to the Carter room. So far we've had a pretty sedate game with not much happening. Let's just see what my opponent says. He says that one. I say it's a 1. It's a 1. Nothing happens to me. Again, you're seeing me mix these. I am not setting this up at all. We are going to roll our dice. Ooh, a find. I don't need a find. I'm just going to keep that there. I have to keep at least one. I can only roll one more time. We have 2 skulls on that. We're lucky. So we just have the 3. So we can go 1, 2, 3. Yay! On average. 1, 2. We got the diagonal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turns. Right? We've got to get 2. So we can maybe spend 1 to 2 turns rolling the treasure. Okay, so let's roll treasure. These are our treasure dice. We start off with all 8 of them, or 10 of them, I should say. And we're going to roll them all. So we're going to take the 2 dragons. We have 1 star. Can't get anything with 1 star, really. But we can tick off 100. Okay, we can probably try to do this once more, because the idea is we want to take out as many as we can. So let's tick off 1 more. Now, if we ever accumulate 7, that's when the dragon awaits. So this is always a constant reduced amount every time we get a dragon. We have 2 stars. We have 1 dragon. We only have a 50. But let's just see if 2 stars lets us buy something here. So we're bring this across. 2 stars is it. Okay, 2 stars is the best we're going to do. So we're going to take that, and we are going to go on our way out this turn. So we are on the move again. Da, 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 da. There we go. Now we have to get out. We've been so lucky, really, in pushing our luck. It's like the gods are with us. Okay. We have a 6, and I'm going to say it's a 2. It's a 2. Yay, we're good. We are going to roll our dice. I'm going to keep this. I don't really want that. We're going to roll these again. 2 skulls, and oh man. I have to keep the skulls. I've got to try for at least 1 more. A 3rd skull. So our turn is over. Now we're going to fight monsters. So here we are. We're going to fight our monsters. Now the first thing we do is we're going to roll our first. We're going to roll our first monster die, and it is the dreaded. We're going to roll that. Now if we get an orc here, we're clear. If we get something different, which we did, we're going to go here. And we got all 3 different. So we did not clear that encounter. So we're going to bring this dice along, and we're going to see what we encounter. We are going to encounter A, which is the orc, which is the toughest of them all. And there is our orc. This is our orc die right here. If I get a sword, we beat him, or he's going to start beating on us. So because we're the orc, he is going to take the highest of the damage dice. So this is the damage dice. We'll just put that here to remind us which we're fighting. We'll put these dice off to the side. We're going to roll our blue dice. If we get a sword, we don't get a sword. So we're going to roll these dice. I'm going to take 2 hits. 1, 2. Okay, we do it again. It's him against me. So there's the sword. We have killed him. Phew. But you can see how immediately the game has stopped. That is the end of our turn. We have to go through this again. So we're down to the last few turns. We're really going to have to push our luck to get out of this freaking dungeon. Okay, so let us move our dungeon. Oh my God, so many dice. And this is what, of course, what roll the whites are all about. So many dice. So we're going to roll that. We have 1 card and a bunch of blanks. That's 1. Then we only get 2 more rolls. We have 3. Nice. And and an I. So we have 4. Oh, but we have to do our blockage. Now, the one rule is that you can't be around here, 1 away from the treasure. So if I got something that says 1 up, we would move it up to the 1 space here. And if it's 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going to move it to the right. So we're going to roll our dice. First thing we do is going to be the middle one. I'm going to say it's a 1. It's a 3. So we're going to roll our dice. So we're going to move it 2 up. 1, 2, and we're just going to put it here because the red dice is 6. So it really should be 3 this side. That's okay. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he's going to move his blockage there. That's pretty good. Okay, the good news is at least I get to move 4. With 4, it might be worth using the diagonal here. Let's just see. I come out here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So we will use this orb, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. Now we're going to mark this off. We have 4 turns to get to the end. I don't know what's going to happen here, folks. I really don't. So let's go. Marking off that turn. We're going to do that. We're going to roll our dice. 5. It's going to be the last one. I'm going to say it's a 1. It's a 3. That's unfortunate. We're going to roll our dice. It's a 6. And he's going to go, well, we really should be honest. He's not going to go here. So where it makes sense, it's almost like going, I'm going to go 1 up and then go like 1, 2, 3, which doesn't make sense. So I think for playability, let's be honest with ourselves and say that if there was somebody playing, that's what they would do, right? That make it hard on ourselves. Why not? It's a solo game. I can do what I want. Oh, 1, 2, 3, and 2 blanks. Oh my God, I feel like I'm like lucking in here. We have a skull which we have to keep, and 4. Perfect. But I can't move diagonally, so I'm gonna have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna cross off. Are we going to make it out of this dungeon? It's hard to say. Really, really, really hard to say. So we're going to take our dungeon. 1, 2, 3. Roll a dice. It says a 5. I'm going to say 2. It's a 1. Okay, we're going to roll our dice. So 6, which would be 3 up. I could say that. 1, 2, 3. And 1 over or 2 over. Let's go here. Perfect. To be honest, play a little bit honest. Really, I could go here too. But I think that would make more sense. It is possible, though, if I roll enough of these, I could block myself off, really, in theory. Okay, let's roll our dice. 1 skull, 1 Carter. Okay, well, we must push our luck. 3, I think it's safe to say, let's roll this one. Blank, we can't roll anymore. We are safe, we don't have a fine, but we're gonna have to move 3. 1, 2, 3. The good news is he can't go around the block, so we really can't block him at this point. So unless there's something dubious happening, here we are, boom. He really can't block me, except he could go here maybe, but he can't block anywhere around that spot. So I don't think it's really going to make a big difference. Roll the dice. 6. I'm going to say it's a 3. It's a 2. Okay, he only has 1 spot he can conceivably do. It would be a wall like this. A block. So unless something really bad happens, all I got to do is get 2 Carters. That's 1. We'll keep that dice. That's 2. Okay, keep that dice. I don't have to roll anymore. Yay! Off we go. 1, 2. And we are out with an amazing 800, 950. That is it for the game, folks. That's really cool, I thought. I would love to do this with more people. I hopefully will have an opportunity to do that. But for now, that's a solo game. I kind of made up a little bit of solo rules around putting the walls in because they should have thought about that. You know, maybe it's 1, 2, 3 straight, and 3, 4, 5 is just one over. So that's blocking. When I play it a few more times, you know, we'll get that idea. But that is it for the game. I'm going to have to put it away. Then I'm going to give you a few final thoughts in a second. So let's get there. Final thoughts. So, final thoughts. I really can't talk much about mechanics. It's a roll and write. You can see we take our main actions here, which are basically move, take your skulls. Maybe we're going to fight a monster, take some damage. We roll till we get to the treasure. We only roll some treasure dice. If we ever get to 7 dragons, we're out. So there's tons of different dice. So if dice rolling and randomness is your thing, this is a game for you. It is a typical roll and write. Doesn't really offer a lot new other than the fact that it takes place in the Dragon Quest universe. Again, they have a handy reference sheet here. Maybe I'll laminate this just because. I think maybe here I might photocopy a little bit here on photocopy the game order or the turn order just so that I could hand it out perhaps. But you can see it's fast, really. It's tick off, do the wall, roll the dice. You get 3 skulls, roll monsters, or traps, as the case may be. Right? Because you could also have a traps, because there's traps. We didn't see a trap, but there's a trap. There's pit traps, there's gas traps, there's all kinds of traps. And we didn't roll 7 dice. But all in all, pretty easy rules. Definitely a gateway game. Great for a cruise. Great. It's not a small box game, but it could be. They put it in boxes bigger because of shelf space, and that's all they did here. But that is it. I really like this game. I would give this game a 4.5 stars easily. The rulebook is pretty well laid out, takes you through a turn, gives you some examples. So it's a pretty well done rulebook. Lots of dice and big dice. I really like that. They could have done more for the solo, just giving you a little more direction on building the walls. We'll figure that out if I play. We'll figure that out more when we play a little bit more and figure out how that works. And same maybe with the walls. We've got to figure something out. We'll play with those rules as we go. But that's it. We're out of here. We will see you next time on North of 60 Gaming. First of all, I want to thank Ed for letting me film in this wonderful space. And I'm looking forward to more filming. We're going to do magic unboxings. We're going to do playthroughs. I'm hoping tomorrow we're going to do a playthrough with my wife. And I'm going to set that up right now. So later, everybody. Later.